So the last night I was there was the Sunday night before the election, and I planned on staying till 10 o'clock, but it was really slow because we had printed all the test ballots that we needed to print. So we were just kind of waiting to see if some got lost or misplaced and needed to be reprinted, or possibly we missed one on our list. So I was just sitting there, and after not doing anything for, 45 minutes or so, I decided I would go see if someone needed help setting up a precinct on the floor. So I went on the floor and helped a girl who had a large precinct with 24 BMDs. And I tested the scanners for her and helped do the seals on all the equipment. When I came back, this consultant, Mike, who was in the warehouse pretty much every day I was there, I believe, was sitting there with another Dominion employee printing ballots. And I naturally just assumed that they were printing test ballots. So I felt awful that I wasn't there and they were having to do it. So I sat down and I'm like, oh, I can help you print test ballots. And so Dominique gave me some cards and I started printing test ballots from the bottom up. And then Dominique had to leave. But when I looked over at the consultant, Mike, he was just printing random ballots. And I'm like, when you print test ballots, there's a procedure. So I started teaching him how to do it. And then he ended up kind of laughing and like, oh, do I have to vote for Trump? And I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to vote for Trump. And then he just ended up, he created a few ballots and then he had to leave. So I finished up the whole stack of test ballots and I took them over to be scanned. But now looking back at it after, it just seemed rather unusual